All right, so today's project is going to be on that list of the really embarrassing things that I'm going to show you that's going to motivate me to finally do something about it. So this garage used to have a shelving unit that was all across the back wall. And so when we moved here to this house, we put everything into those shelves. And then as I've been ripping those shelves off of the back wall, everything's been going onto the floor. And the problem is when you have nowhere to put something, the mess just keeps getting bigger and bigger until it becomes this. And it's awful. And there is stuff everywhere. So what the plan is, we use these giant Rubbermaid containers to store stuff from the different holidays. I need to build a shelving unit for these to go in this back corner so that we can get those off the ground and into some sort of organization. That's the plan, and that's what we're gonna do on this Try to Finish Something.
Start it up.
So this is that shelving unit that was here when we moved in, and it's weak and it's flimsy and it's gotta go. And these are the containers that I have to figure out the size for the largest one so that I can use that as my starting point. These containers, they're going to store short side against the wall. I need to give myself some extra room so that when these get replaced by whatever the new style of container is, they're going to fit in there too. So first, to sketch out an idea on the whiteboard with my largest dimensions, considering the width of the largest container and the length, get a plan for two of them with a little play in between, then figure out the dimensions for one of my shelves. The idea is that each shelf will be blocked here so that the weight of the load is transferred through to the ground, giving me the most strength. I need to build one and do a dry run to see how it works. Then I'll sketch up my final design if all goes well.
Lit.
And I've got one thing that could be a problem. First of all, the hardest thing was getting it through this maze of crap to bring it back to where it's supposed to go. But the thing I didn't measure, I don't know if it's going to fit in the space yet. And look at that. It fits. There's enough play on both sides to be able to get the 2x4s in. This terrible structure will eventually leave, and this isn't going to be locked to the wall, so I'll be able to move it, but it's going to go right here. It's time to get to building.
Start it up.
Quick tip, when I do a project like this that doesn't have to be pretty, I go to construction sites and ask if I can go through their scrap piles. Yeah, there are nails and tons of broken boards, but it's great recycling. This whole build, I think I bought maybe a sheet of plywood at the most. That's it. That's all the nails from my reclaimed boards, and I get free project lumber. First, to make the side rails for this shelf. That will wind up looking like the skeleton of a dresser, and the containers are going to be the drawers. Once I cut and install the corner rails, draw some plans, figure out how many shelves I can fit, put together a cut list, and time to assembly line this thing.